We have all the major updates of mixed martial arts, starting with the news Gilbert Burns' next opponent almost confirmed. Recently, after Conor McGregor's call-out was rejected by Dana White, Joaquin Buckley challenged Gilbert Burns to a fight, which Burns immediately accepted. Burns stated that he was in no position to choose his opponents. He felt the UFC would give him an opponent, and he didn't care who that would be. Listen what Burns actually said.
Gilbert, your response.
Let's do it. The way I see it, like I'm not in a situation to call anyone out or to pick and choose. Okay, I'm number, what, 6? I think 6 right now. I don't know, if they send me, I'll say yes, not. I never said no to a fight. I'm not planning on start doing it.
Mike Tyson admits his body is not good and he's worried about it. The match between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson is drawing closer, and recently, Tyson made a shocking statement about it. Actually, Tyson is extremely serious about his comeback fight against Paul. Years after retiring, Tyson is returning to professional boxing with intense training, which has taken a physical toll. At the pre-fight press conference, Tyson openly discussed his condition, noting the soreness from his rigorous training camp. He also addressed the challenge of facing a younger fighter like Paul, highlighting the effort he's putting into his preparation. At the press conference, Mike Tyson revealed that his body is giving up and he is not happy about it. Listen what Tyson actually said.
I want to talk about your age and the age difference between you two. What do you say to the critics? What do you say to the detractors? What do you say to the people who are saying, frankly, you are too old to be fighting a guy who's 28?
Well, I'm beautiful. That's all I can say.
But could you give us a little more insight into how things are going?
I'm doing great, but my body is shit right now. I'm sore. Yeah, I'm really sore.
I think you're playing possum.
No, I wish.
ESPN changed Daniel Cormier and Chael Sonnen's podcast name Good Guy Bad Guy to Fat Guy Bad Guy, and the reason behind this is pretty interesting. Recently, Islam appeared on that podcast, and that's where the idea for the name change started. During the show, Islam jokingly suggested the new name.
They have to change the name to your podcast.
Why?
Fat Guy and Bad Guy.
ESPN took it seriously and changed the podcast name.
What? So you're telling me y'all let Islam Makhachev come up here and change the name of the show? You have no idea the monster you are creating by giving them this power. ESPN, take it back. This dude will never let me live this down.
Charles Oliveira ranked top 10 UFC fighters according to him.
Ranqueando os do UFC. Lembrando que esse bagulho aqui é uma bosta, ó. Vou colocar isso em 9. Em 10. Porra, tio! Esse ficou melhor aqui, né? De 10 que eu fiz, esse aqui foi o que ficou mais ou menos, entendeu? Eu, José Aldo, Alex Pereira e assim por diante. Mas achando que é, cara. O resto foi foda.
Daniel Cormier reveals explosive truth about Jon Jones. Before we get into it, I would like to tell you that we are very close to 700 subscribers. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you receive notifications for upcoming MMA updates. Now, let's get back to the news. Recently, Daniel Cormier uploaded a video stating that his UFC title win was legitimate because Jon Jones was disqualified for using illegal substances, not because Cormier defeated him directly. Cormier accuses Jones of attempting to diminish his achievements by blending different situations and misleading the public.
When talking about Tom Aspinall, Jones made this statement. He said, it was like in my absence when Daniel Cormier was the champion, it confuses people. That's not a real indication of what was going on. With me, it was him getting caught doing things he's not supposed to and then getting stripped and taken out of the competition. It's not the same. He was incapable of competing when I was the champion due to illegal substances found inside of his body. That's just the truth.
When he gets his academics in order, he can come back to the classroom.
If he decided today, I'm going to go and I'm going to fight, that would be his decision. Him and I were fighting and he kept getting in trouble. He could not go, I'm back in the gym and I'm ready to fight. It was illegal. So it's time to stop lumping everything together, but his sleight of hand is what John is very good at.
Conor McGregor gets in touch with nature ahead of his fight at UFC 303. Weeks away from his highly anticipated return to the octagon, McGregor shared a clip of himself getting in touch with nature, hugging some trees, and giving followers an unnecessarily long look at his bulge. Look at it.
Little walk through the park to the gym. Bit of grounding. Representing Elite Ortho Sport. Team header. And 1 tree hug. I'll be hugging these trees lately. I'll be hugging the trees lately. It's kind of, it's a nice little feeling, yeah? Grounding, tree hugging, all of this nature stuff, yeah, feels very good. Now I'm gonna go in and bust someone up, yeah. Coke on my man, what's up, bud? Good to see you, brother. Oh, there's new weights in, is there? Lovely. I'll let you know, my man, alright, thank you so much.
Ian Garry made a strong statement regarding his experiences within the UFC. Garry has made a bold statement revealing that the UFC has offered him high-profile fights against several notable names in the welterweight division, including Colby Covington, Sean Brady, Michael Venom Page, Joaquin Buckley, and Nursultan Ruziboev. According to Garry, he has accepted all of these matchups, but none of the potential opponents have agreed to face him yet. The interesting thing is, a while back, Colby Covington said that he was offered a fight with Ian Garry, but Garry turned it down. Meanwhile, Ian Garry claims that it was Covington who refused to fight him. We can't be sure which story is true, but here's what Ian Garry had to say.
Well, a fight with Michael Venom Page.
I've said yes.
Okay.
I've said yes to that name. Him and his coaches are deciding because he feels a bit heavy. He's a bit heavy to make weight in 7 weeks' time. But I've said yes.
Okay. What other names have been offered to you then? I'm assuming they're all ranked. I'm assuming that they're all top 15.
Here's the thing. There's been so many at this point. You kind of lose count. I feel like I've gone through about 8 or 9 names, and it's like, no, don't want that fight. Not interested. The UFC are saying they're not interested in it. They've offered me Kobe. I've said yes to MVP. I've said yes to Sean Brady. I've said yes to, I don't even know his name, the Uzbekistani guy, if he had won. I've said yes to Joaquin Buckley. I say yes to every single person that has come my way. That is what I do. And since I've entered the UFC, I've done nothing different. I say yes. I say what, date, where, and when.